A colleague recently visited a kindergarten classroom where she spotted a prominent sign on the wall declaring, "First we work, then we play." That's infuriating, not because the teacher is doing something wrong, but because the system has convinced so many adults that play is the opposite of learning, that play is the reward you get after the important stuff is finished, that play is something children must earn. But here's the truth: in far too many early childhood environments, play isn't pushed to the end of the day, it's pushed out entirely. It's replaced with worksheets, drills, assessments, and long stretches of adult directed instruction. It's replaced with things that look more academic to adults, even though they're far less meaningful to children. And when play disappears, something essential disappears with it. Play isn't the break from learning, it is the learning. It's the system nature designed. When children play, they're not taking time off, they're building the skills that every adult says they want: language, self regulation, executive function, problem solving, collaboration, creativity, persistence, and emotional resilience. They're learning how to navigate conflict, how to negotiate roles, how to plan and revise, how to take risks and recover from mistakes. They're learning how to think and not just do. But because play doesn't always look academic to adults, it gets dismissed as frivolous. It gets labeled as just play. It gets treated as something extra, something nice but not necessary. And that mindset is exactly what leads to signs like "first we work, then we play." It's what leads to schedules packed so tightly with adult led tasks that there's no room left for the children to explore, imagine, or make meaning of their own. There's no time left for children to be children. And here's the irony: the more we cut play to make room for real learning, the harder the learning becomes. Children become more dysregulated, more frustrated, more resistant, more anxious. And then we interpret those actions as proof that they need even more structure, more instruction, more control. But what they actually need is the opposite. They need the freedom to do what children have always done to understand their world. They need to play. Play is not a frill, it's not a luxury, it's not the dessert after the meal. It's the foundation, it's the engine, it's the blueprint. When children are allowed to play deeply, freely, with time and space and materials, they develop the capacities to make academic learning possible. Not later, not someday, right now. So instead of squeezing play into the leftover corners of the day or eliminating it altogether, we can center it, we can protect it, we can trust it, we can stop apologizing for it. Because when we honor play, we're not lowering expectations, we're aligning with how children actually grow. And when we do that, everything else becomes easier. The real learning doesn't disappear, it finally has room to take root.